Hi, my name is Jeff Myers, and I'm the Sales Manager and Academic Strategist here at CISS MOI. We place hundreds of international students at high schools across Canada every year. In this video, you'll learn a little bit about an option we have here in Ontario, publicly funded Catholic schools. Many of you probably associate Catholic schools with private education, but here in Ontario, they are in fact publicly funded. There are some differences from public schools, but as you'll see in the video, they look very much like our public high schools. And the teachers and administrators in the Catholic system warmly welcome international students into their schools. In other words, you don't have to be Catholic to attend one of these schools. For more information about Catholic schools or high school options in Canada in general, please visit us at cisscanada.com.
I think one of the advantages that Catholic schools provide to our international students is that opportunity to learn with and from one another, so that spirit of collaboration, that culture of a community that exists, it's prevalent in the Catholic schools, and it allows these students to really showcase who they are while still adopting some of the Canadian characteristics in terms of way of life, not only as a student, but as a citizen here in Ontario.
One of the advantages that we have in Ontario is that our Catholic schools are publicly funded. What we have the advantage of is teaching our students where we're focused on the intellectual, we're focused on the mental, the emotional, the physical, but also the spiritual dimension that is so important for us.
We're fairly comfortable and fairly open with talking about how we feel and what we believe in. And I think that by modeling that, when our students see us behaving and feeling open about the way that we talk about what we believe in, then I think that transfers to the student and they feel ready to talk about the things that they believe in. And even though they may be different than what we believe in, I think that culture of respect is cultivated here, and I think that students see that we live that.
Here, even being a Catholic school, we feel was a school of love, even with the religion, is still preserving the real message that is Jesus loves you and God too, and we accept you, even with all the difference, all the culture and all the another religions.
International students can expect to find themselves arriving in a very, very supportive learning environment, one in which we would be supporting them in reaching their full potential, not only in their English proficiency, but also in getting to know the other students, in immersing themselves in the Canadian way of life.
We are able to take in students from all different denominations, from all different countries. And really what we celebrate is that diversity. Our days begin in each of our schools, obviously with our national anthem and with prayer. And our prayers are such that I think it would touch everyone regardless of what faith tradition that they are part of.
They're very respectful with this, including if you don't want to pray or if you have another pray, you can just stay in silence while they are doing the ceremonies and passing the message. But they're really more liberal with this, and they show a lot of respect too.
So we offer pretty much everything under the sun, everything from what you would expect, football and basketball and volleyball, all the way to things like archery, tennis, golf, swimming. So something that's available for all students, not only just in sports, but also in the arts, drama, music, and visual art, but robotics and engineering. There are many different events, clubs, activities that take place that allow students to find out what their gifts and talents are and also showcase them with others.
So we follow the same Ontario curriculum as do all of our public counterparts. But what is different is we have the Catholic dimension. So in high school, for example, the students would be taking a religion course in every one of their years from 9 through to grade 12.
Well, there is something magical, and we do hear that on a regular basis, that there's just something different. I think it comes down to how people are treated, that welcoming atmosphere, that interest in discovering different things about one another and valuing that, and then trying to incorporate that into the school community.
You know, we believe in crossing the road to help our neighbor, and we believe in journeying with people. And I think that if I were a parent, regardless of my religion, or if I didn't have a religion at all, regardless of my nationality, I would want my kids to be in a system where people had a plan and are executing the plan.
It makes the learning authentic, and it's a gift for us to have them with us in our board. And as much as they're learning from us, I would suggest that we're learning as much from them as they are from us.
When you send a child out into the world and to experience other cultures and other ways of being in the world, it changes them, and it changes them, in my opinion, for the better, or else I wouldn't be doing this job. I think that it's one thing to, read in a textbook or have a teacher tell you about other cultures and about, other ways of being in the world. But when you have people who you can converse with and experience those things with, that's pretty significant, and it has a significant impact on our school community.
Our domestic students have loved the opportunity to get to know different students from different parts of the world, and it's also contributed to that internationalization of our school environment.
Teaching these students, my job of teaching these students, is an absolute honor, and I love it. And every day I get to learn something. And really, it's important that I say that I'm doing as much learning as I am teaching every day with my students, because they're fantastic people. And they bring a lot to our school, and we're very, very lucky to have them.
I would say to them, welcome. We've been waiting for you.